Circe's realm of love, magic, and adventure. In the ancient world of Greek gods and heroes, there was an enchantress named Circe. With her flowing robes and an air of mystery, she resided on the mystical island of Aeaea, where the lush landscape was tinted with an otherworldly aura. Circe was no ordinary woman. She was the daughter of the mighty sun god Helios, whose golden chariot brought light to the world every day. Her mother, Persethe, was a beautiful nymph of the seas, and it seemed that Circe had inherited the best of both her divine parents. The island was her sanctuary and her realm. It was a place where the boundaries between the mortal world and the divine were blurred, where time seemed to pass differently, and where magic flowed like the waters of a magical spring. One day, as fate would have it, a ship carrying the valiant hero Odysseus and his brave crew sailed near the shores of the island. Their long and treacherous journey home from the Trojan War had taken its toll, and they were in need of rest and replenishment. Unaware of the Enchantress who dwelled on the island, they decided to explore its bountiful shores. Led by their fearless leader, Odysseus, they ventured inland, seeking food and shelter. Soon they stumbled upon a magnificent palace hidden among the trees, adorned with exotic flowers and strange creatures. Curiosity getting the better of them, Odysseus and his men cautiously entered the palace. To their surprise, they were met by Circe, who greeted them with a smile that seemed to hold both warmth and danger. The Enchantress, with her mesmerizing voice and graceful gestures, invited the weary travellers to feast at her table. Little did the men know that the food and wine she served were laced with potent magical concoctions. As the night grew darker, the atmosphere within the palace began to shift. The crew's laughter turned into bewildered cries as they felt their bodies contorting and changing. Circe had cast a spell upon them, transforming them into helpless swine. The once proud warriors were now trapped in the bodies of lowly animals. When news of the transformation reached the ears of Odysseus, he was determined to confront the Enchantress and rescue his companions. But he knew that approaching her recklessly would be his undoing. Seeking the counsel of the messenger god Hermes, Odysseus obtained a magical herb called moly. It granted him resistance to Circe's spells and allowed him to confront the Enchantress without fear. Armed with this newfound protection, he boldly entered Circe's palace once again. To her surprise, her powers had no hold over this audacious mortal. Odysseus demanded that she restore his men to their human forms, and Circe, intrigued by his bravery, reluctantly complied. As the days turned into weeks, Odysseus and Circe grew close. She shared her wisdom and insights with him, guiding him on his perilous journey home to Ithaca. Their time together forged a bond between them, and the Enchantress saw a glimpse of the humanity she had lost in her immortal existence. Eventually, the time came for Odysseus to bid farewell to the captivating Circe and continue his journey. With a heavy heart, he left the mystical island behind, knowing that he had encountered a being both beautiful and dangerous, magical and human. Circe remained on her island, forever enshrouded in an aura of mystery, her life intertwined with the myths and legends of ancient Greece. To this day, her story endures as a reminder of the power and complexity of the divine and mortal worlds, where magic and light, and where heroes can find unexpected allies in the most unexpected places.